nyanta chwa emre bia am discover free Europe akoma abusuafo wo Ghana no me use tap send no fee mobile money transfer eye easy eye convenient eye fast and sounds so free won't you hwe me discover aye mapim tap send Intienne also download the tap send app no ewo mobile phone so free na fesika komo abusuafo wo Ghana afa na nyina tap send papa no
everybody check now check it that beat is real don't will make it kill ya get your green select glucometer and check it sugar level check it green select glucometer check it sugar level for check it reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudo nani etena ka mu kwanten akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se ubenya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo o so to mfa sika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota la pass ekosi nsawam. Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane, anasa ade bia wo pebia. So ukoton kwadia enye bebia wo se wutumwa eye Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
Alright, so we are back on a Monday evening right here on Sammy Flex TV Showbiz Daily, and the gentlemen are seated for us to rock our thing. Sammy Flex, we are back. I know you guys have been asking where has Sammy Flex been. We were out in the world, somewhere in Dubai. Very, very hot, but we are back into Ghana system where everything is calm, unlike the other places. So thanks for keeping fit, thanks for keeping back, and to the team here, solid guys. MC Burna leading the boys to reach the goals that we have always set to reach. I know Showbiz Daily has always been tough, and it was still tough even in our absence, but thank God we are back and we are about to continue with the agenda. And fortunately we came at the agenda to start the week. They are hot agenda, hot. Everything is hot, colors. Everything is so hot for us to do our thing. Shatta Ghana Party in the Park UK issues on the side. We'll be addressing all those ones. And again, we'll be addressing the fact that Vic Mensa and Chance the Rapper, remember when they came to Ghana and they went to see President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo? We said, why are they not talking to the industry folks? Why are they going straight there? What does it mean? Now they've announced their intentions, and we will be giving you the gist. Some shows coming up. Destination Ghana, I'm sure it is already looking good. Some of the events have been mentioned, and this is going to be part of it somewhere in January, and I'll be telling you more about that. Burna Boy is also saying something. I'm not too sure what Burna Boy is trying to say. Is Burna Boy trying to say, if you are an African artist, there is no need that you rap? We'll be going deep into that conversation. Listen to what he said in a more deep manner, and when we come back, we are sure going to do the discussion. And again, a lady pundit, Sally Frimpong-Man, is advising Anama McBROWN to quit hosting the United Showbiz program because it has the tendency of destroying her hard-earned reputation that she has built over the years. These and many more are the issues we will be looking at today. and I know we do this with you. So whilst you're also watching, remember to add your views to it, remember to add your opinion to it, and if you can, share with your friends, share with your followers, share with everybody who believes in the dream of African showbiz, and let's do some more. My name is Sammy Flex. In your screen, I also have a man like Roland Amate, the man who says no matter what, he has to go to Dubai next trip. Alright, so Roland Amate is in your short and in the middle is Beef Nation President Nana Reagan, and at the extreme end is Intim Dodi Solomon, aka Chamo. These guys have always been here making sure they entertain you, making sure they inform and educate you as well. So we are back, guys. Akwaba. Yeah. Straight. You heard the name of McBROWN here. I think that one is one of the issues I want us to start with. But before I even announce it, I also want to announce that come September, we are going to do what we call September to Remember in Dubai. It is going to be another wonderful tour, exhibition of what we do here as creative people. So when we get to Dubai, as much as we are taking care of your flight, your hotel, accommodation, your visa, travel insurance, and everything within a stipulated amount, when we get to Dubai as well, there will be a party. We'll be having a party on the boats, on the river, on the sea, wherever, and we'll be going to some important tourist sites. If you want to go to the desert, we will sure be going there and more. It is just a matter of you calling us on the number on the screen if you want to have your own room. It's about 13,500 Ghana cedis for a 1 week holiday trip. If you want to share your apartment with someone, that is 12,000 Ghana cedis. Just call us. Let's have some discussions and let's see what we can do. What we're going to do. Yes, so these are the details. September to Remember in Dubai. Party in the club, yacht party, Dubai City Tour, Atlantis Water Park, and you need to go to Atlantis Water Park. Dubai Frame and the Desert Safari. These places, wonderful places. So just call us on any of the numbers you see there, and let's have a conversation. And we will still party hard. Now, McBROWN has been in the news for everything, some the good, the bad, and the ugly for the past days. And it is because of United Showbiz, the program on UTV, and even just last weekend, she was in the news again for juggling with numbers on her live show. I don't know how it happened though. Others I said, how come you move from 22 to 4.5 within a minute? They just don't understand, but we will leave that one for another day. But what you have to look at is a statement made by a pundit on Ajimani's entertainment program on Power FM, that is Power Entertainment. Sally Frimpong-Man, she has been around, she understands the space, she has been organizing events, she has been doing this planetary thing for a minute, and she knows the terrain, whether it is good or bad, she knows it. She's advised Nana McBROWN to quit hosting the show because of her brand. Let's go watch what she said, and when we come back, I'll be asking the views of my panel members. I'll also be getting their opinions on what she said. Then we carry on from there. Stay tuned.
My advice to Nanama McBROWN any. Stop doing my advice to Nanama McBROWN any. Stop doing United Showbiz. Aden. Remove yourself from that seat. Nanama McBROWN. These are my reasons. Sister na me de ne koye adwuma no. Answer na me call ne setting ni mo no. She had about 6 endorsement deals. It's about 6. Aye nyina yenim. Where was United Showbiz? When Maxwell any Nanama McBROWN e baggy those endorsement deals no. Where was United Showbiz? There was no United Showbiz. But no baggy those endorsement deals because of her hard work. Be as say yet na how by United Showbiz. Puff aba meboa. Em say me hu 2 endorsement deals bia aba so by United Showbiz so. Yes, the fame any relevance on the United Showbiz is good. But what she is attracting to herself, ebe say branding what building all over the years. so when free sa show ni so a. Because Ghanaians are not able to separate what you do from your work and also your personal life. What you've lived through as a person, you say it all the time. Trends in the will be so in the fallopian tube I say. You have your own life. You have control over it. And Betnam Bansai television so Emma reputation and what building over the years, sir, it was not penetratable. Nana's brand was not penetratable by mere first no better United Television soon, and then people insult you left, right, center. You don't need that, mama. You don't need that kind of attention, because I'm sure some you all have a past. Obia tina ho wire past, obia want a past. There are certain parts that and they will look here. You don't want to even see say I'm pound or yes, mano. You've buried them. People love you. Go back to the way that you were. And now we are sweetheart of Ghana. Because listen, Odito Nade you should have read the comments. Comment eba was here no say. You are somebody that a lot of people mean, but they did not have the opportunity to tell you what they had in their minds. Don't avail yourself. Mr. Mensah, please let your wife get out of that seat. And now say, so Felisa Sikana na yedi manono, too much in tinu, on to me sorry free seat one. Nanama, I know you are a hard girl. Take control of that show. Control people that come on that show. Because BBH say you are not a prolific broadcaster. You don't have any control over anything that you do. Because any will fail the no. What I was thinking is go bit to say Arnold and Yedina Bahono should be your guide. Guide in a sense, say, let Arnold pick and Kwafua. Omoye this entertainment shows omoye how they carry themselves, how they act, and I said no YouTube swap. People that you love, I wish you some interview skills and how to moderate control shows you can tap from them.
All right, so that was Sally Frimpong Man, and the program she was on is called Power Entertainment, hosted by Ajimani, aka Ajiman Prempe. Ajingo. Roland will start this for me. Sally Frimpong Man, the position. I don't know what you say.
Let's see. Let me say a big welcome to Sally Man back into the space.
Oh, she has been around though.
Yeah,
she's on that show every day.
And meeting in culture.
Yeah, I be that show. As a show in a hit industry for the year. But she's on that show.
And I think you said in the statement we a little.
No, she's on that show every weekend.
Yeah, meeting in culture. For the statement in there, I think she partly has a point, but in another sense, and I feel she's trying to kill an ant with a sledgehammer, because like she rightly said, the McBROWN brand, any brand that CCM level our build here could do, it will go down easily. In fact, a 45. Yes, somebody can say moving from grass to grass, a bit mere take you within a twinkle of an eye. But then, say a share brand bit to say McBROWN, and the kind of aura and the respect our brand a near brand that make us say threatening by near my Kosovo show. In fact, United Showbiz since its inception has been hot like this. Say ya na for suit ne Nyama eba with regards to some of the comments that have come on the show. I pick a man for up, ya pick a bimu to say bulldog up and Nyama. It was just a matter of time. It was just
a bulldog.
Exactly.
United Showbiz. No. It was United
we Halifax show so on OKFM. We check the videos again. Or Halifax show so or say Ekufuado nyame Ekufuado winni abana obeye or can make a comment?
No, he said
that
it
particular
on
comment was.
But he also said it on
on
United
United
Show.
Showbiz.
After that, it was brought on United Showbiz and they discussed
Say
it.
United Showbiz the day something by.
So it was just a matter of time. Nyama comment here because of some of these comments. They are very prone to some of these actions and inactions from other people. And you know, for her to say, oh, McBROWN should quickly quit the show. I think say McBROWN even they come back onto the platform, the can is something that maybe who they say, wadrin whom you know even more than first one and all best started show the crowd. Because her being of the show will
so many
yes, we weigh the pros and cons of whatever show standing for and what she is bringing back onto the show, and she knows. Even me, I wouldn't be surprised if these actions are part of your friend said they come back the crowd on the show to keep the show running, including numbers now man for nim for no. Her coming back on the show even made some of us believe say yes, the show was going to have some numbers now they have it when she was on the show. So yes, she has a brand. And she sent most of your friend saying Klaus name Glory onto the show. But then the United Showbiz or the United Television platform is also not a small platform. For crying out loud, it is not a small platform. I'll be say, oh, Nana McBROWN, because of the caliber of person or yentino, say or no, the brand like United Television can dent her image or brand, you know. I don't think say they will sit down for something like of that sort to happen to Nana McBROWN. So it will take more than things like this for her to come to that decision or realization. Say, oh, now there I need to back off. It will take this me when you say day to day things happen with United Showbiz. Because the show was built around controversies and sensationalisms and all that. So for some of these things to happen, it is just normal for a brand like Nana McBROWN or United Showbiz. As for the insult, if Saliman is going to base her argument on the fact say someone in Kofo didn't attend there, then she hasn't really been following Nana McBROWN religiously like that. Because even when even before this kind of news, didn't attend her, she was still being insulted. When she left, the insults were there. If before that issue she even came out, some of the insults even got to her to even force her to come and respond to some of these statements. And yet insult on social media and a bit way ne focus any vision or woman a brand. And yes, she thinks Sally thinks United Showbiz is benefiting more from Nana McBROWN. But I see a hand in hand, a 50-50.
Okay.
Because a traditional media and a medium some weight no matter how big your brand is, amount some kind of value and endorsement as a which is why the even biggest brands are here, top musicians, name one, they still see themselves on some of these platforms.
That's true.
Because they know the value and endorsement and the more brand. So if Nana McBROWN is going to base on her, and as I say, on basing the argument on the fact say some of these actions banting on quitting before it is too late, I don't think this is a cause of for alarm. Nana McBROWN Kasisi even with a recent comeback into Obedia United Showbiz.
All right, so well espoused, Roland Amate. He is a blogger. He's also a talent manager and an event person as well. He promotes your event same way. Let me go on to Nana Reagan. Listen to what Nana Reagan will also say. As in, does he support Saliman's position? Say, program no, a bit me and Madam Trenon because a sale brand. And again, Sally can send me. Or say, or call online who adapt Trana. Na the machine. And in fact, that thing, you cannot take it away from what Sally said. Nana McBROWN, in fact, she was laughed. Or she is laughed. Let me even say she's laughed. Because she was laughed, that's her free. But say, Wakoyama will be a cassette and the name Massa. As in recent times, and the who says Sunny Money may be Abba. based on some elements she hosts. And if you are a program host now, host elements, be out day. Attacks about me, my face be
and your friend KKB.
My face be So how are we going to look at this? Nana Rega, come through.
The advice here, I think it's a good advice. I've had thoughts of it. I mentioned she said, "Sankebeya anka opanka on free sitting so on vacancy sitting na on time baby no nye na juma sankebeya we pe kwan bi so a obe vacancy sitting na emfa otan ni bibia mbre on it despite brand na anka onye ne sa na anka etu nkochiri bibi no onye na juma." But then again, how the advice is come if you watch the full video of Salina. Manon yet to say an advice coming from somebody as a Odobi. And that is where I find a little problem with Sally actions and the way of putting your man across on the radio. Because baby Okaya can say Nanama International so Asana Tadim and that the show is not a joke. And you know, show ni a show a person are buying moon penny for shena almost creative and industry is serious. And a fashion show and about and I have a problem with that. If you even describe and I say if you argue like that, say was a son you have a problem with it, and that is a joke to you. And then the creative space in the crown so on entirely because fashion is part of us.
Of course.
Yeah.
And it will be a way of marketing somebody.
Yes. Or share microphone tag. And say be as a designer na man atadi me say share me.
Na design is me no so.
And I say your sponsor design is me no so I was saying on your mouth say na me share na. And then you come and attack him and make that argument and make it look like or ye be a semi any space in him. Which is wrong. I mean, this advice could have come without this exaggeration, emotional reactions, baby. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, you can just send across your message because, and I make anime. I'm friends with before despite media UTV or release your apology. We reading some of the comments, and I was also sharing the same thoughts here. I was sharing, saying, "I'm a brand here. Sisi Uncle Chinwo and not TMU." And because of United Showbiz. Because Ankenye United Showbiz, I don't think say obi be sorry akokotana social media afa and as a tornado ba be video aba be kikan sem lady or what want to me ba be tana show so aba be kikan sense and sem potona so on na na ma problem crap na ankomu na hihye but as a United Showbiz na mo sa environment na as a playground to I mean throw mad at the brand anyhow they want share Saturday, a views here because how can you even blame her for it? Like how? There are social media executives, so managers, I'm managing UTV. I'm say okay, live views are and if there is any manipulation, and I say, oh my baby, I'm injecting numbers. She has no knowledge about it. She doesn't have anything to do with that. On the end of bed dressing, I tell you, stories when I treaty. The Aken na a production team. So why are you not even blaming Father Dixon for injection of numbers? Why? Why do you have to blame Nanama McBROWN say and the number score 22 na at about 4.9k? Or no inside woman and any. So they should just tone down and shift the blame games to the right quarters and stop say I say see who abakwan you know obiara person of finance akwan so remu born here man I say bibi and that is how I see Sally's reactions. Advice na dey yes or the ashemu good ye na ya dwen ho da in fact me I found thoughts of this I mean so make us me sister no dey pan ka make chen say on vacate seat no on tena nchen o dey on pe kwan obefa so nice way still like say ufi baby don't shout in the nose don't bang the door. So don't find a nice way not to bang the door, but still no your moon kasana pion who see in chain, no moon show because show na agenda show. Omo the your agenda. It is said, what about patch on the patch watching agenda for beba attend the DNA beba. Ghana France today, assembly banner wa two on now you host no. One directing your my year. We are there, you to me can you won't film. Kakrabetu. Wow, and it is so sad, clearly, no. Usha United Showbiz show now. She is the sacrificial lamb on that show. Asembia si wo show ni so wia. Na say ya attack na wo say kwa. Father ni mu fede nti amanfo ntimi hye dan ba hye ne sa. Another samobedu enti amanfo on hye dan attack ne sa. Ebia benya A+ ebia because of politics na how playing the games amanfo beba better no bia boo god so ankofo will come out logic.
In fact, I'm sure that for now the person who is being attacked on the show is
Logic they were general.
For now, if there is that guy who is really being used as the punching bag on that show.
And logic.
It is logic. Yeah.
But the sacrificial lamb on the show ni dey Nanama. Because as some say ban saying say fin fa yes Nanama McBROWN.
So the host of the show.
What I say, you know me so I share with in that same thought. They say me nuana na kranka me me china she dem to for sister. Opa, why you kakra ye? Enya hankwan dey bia betimi edidi wo. Tranchen no mo bi.
No, they did that.
When the same me can say bia you know a platform can say ha ba be kan wonti no. E bia nya o bet. Chale say edidi so better na say edidi de bia no. E ye chen so bet didi preko. And I say wo benya edi anka said anka baby a netifie du ne edin pa na wenya no anei obetimia obi betimia say sa de ni na within just some few months pen ya nti say me nua na metu ni sa afo na betinya ma sale de keka on de ene de mene na nya.
Okay, very well said. Nana Reagan is Beef Nation president. He is also a journalist, a writer, talent manager, and he's also a promoter as well. And here he serves as one of our pundits on the show. Let me move on to Intigdo Solomon. Chabo, your position. Sally, Nana McBROWN.
Well, first of all,
I like the way but Nana McBROWN.
apart from the fact that me, in my opinion, I think Sally is not doing this in a good faith. One, and then the two is a bad advice.
Okay.
To even why am I saying she's not coming from a good faith? There are certain things that she said within that advice that clearly shows that she rather wants to insult Nanama, but not to advise her.
Really?
Yes. What is the link between her losing her fallopian tube and then the advice? At some point she said, "Okrawa beka se fallopian tube say." And today, what is the link between that and the advice? And then going ahead to even say, "My auntie that part." Nana Reagan
from the full video.
Or changing attire is a joke. So, do you want to insult her or do you want to advise her? She was not coming from a good faith from all angles that you look at it. And then let's put that one aside. Even the advice is a bad advice. And why am I saying that? Nana McBROWN has a brand that insult cannot make it bad, or especially insult coming from no credible person like Tornado or Cindy Cash. Nana insult no onya yache. People, there are some people who insult her. Just that those people didn't have loud mouth like Tornado or Cindy Cash. That's the only difference. And the normal Obian joke say, and as a more Obian deceiving say from some time ago, now a man for the dinner. No more did not attempt. You won't go for or maybe did not attempt till they die or till they decide not to do it again. Just that they are not, they don't have loud mouth. They don't have platformer or more did attempt now. I'm a backup. Tornado needs in the cash and quantity the difference we have. Even before that, it's a more person moves you didn't attempt that. More correct you didn't. It's a one Gucci. Monaguchi says so a lot of rubbish thing about Nanama after passing through the show and not thought that Oman treating you. She did it.
On her show,
didn't attempt pass on even on social media. And you know, Monaguchi or a friend be on enemy no call live. The same thing. They insulted her. Just that they are not loud mouth like as I said, Tornado or a Cindy Cash. There are some people who will never appreciate the things that you do. They will always find a way to insult you. And you know, insulting and stop it. Minimum obi or industry ni ma wa achieve prominence and as a what group be the competence hierarchy no rank ranking higher any dinner including you Sammy Flex.
Of course.
So insulting is part of the game. So if you tell her to stop this, then you are telling her not to work because wherever you find yourself, if you get to the top, you will get the insult. Wherever you find yourself, even if Oprah crack or a pastor, like Duncan Williams or Obinim or Otabel, they will insult you. So are you going to advise Otabel to stop being a pastor?
Yeah, we did.
And Otabel and Rubabia would nanka insulting him and omu insulting the crowd. You only get this heavy insult when you are at the peak of your game. When you are doing it right, then people who think that you don't deserve it will insult you, even without any cause or without any reason. So for Sally to be saying those things, it's not a good advice. Apart from the fact that she's not coming from a good faith, in my opinion, this is not a good advice. This is part of is the hazard of the job hazard. Like that's what it is. So Nana Ma should be tough enough to take it. And I think she's doing well when it comes to that department. She's doing well. So one, she shouldn't quit. Even if she quits, people will still insult her. So there's no need for her to quit. Quitting. Yes. There's no need for her to quit. She may have issues that it will be better that if will be correcting or if they push her to do certain things, it will help. But for you to advise her to quit is wrong advice. And again, she said it in the video that she should learn from female presenters who are doing well and all that. But she couldn't mention even one name. Female presenters, Ben, anything similar to Nana McBROWN, they are better than Nana McBROWN. We don't have one, even one, we don't. We don't have any female hosting an entertainment show with pundits like this in Ghana here. Not even one. None of them is closer to what Nana is doing. And then where should she go for that advice that you were giving her?
Shatta meeting, so I start.
She was just saying something. When you hear it for the first time, it sounds good, but when you put her in a critical thinking position, you know that all that she said wasn't anything good, but in her means of denigrating or even saying bad things about Nana McBROWN, that advice was just the cover-up. I think she wanted to insult her. So she shouldn't take anything like that, and even don't take any advice that she should move out of that show. If she wants to be the best in any game, this is what you have to face.
Thank you so much. Intimidado Solomon is also our online manager, digital expert, and he is also ready to take care of all your streaming issues for you, YouTube, and any of the audio streaming platforms. If you have issues, just contact him and he will surely sort it out. Now, the ball is set for us to continue with the show. This is Showbiz Daily. We do this every weekday from 8:30 p.m. GMT, and wherever you are, you can also watch it any day, anytime. Remember to add your voice to it. We want to read from you. It is our fancy to be reading what you guys also say. This is an open platform, so add your voice to it and let's do some more. Now, remember Chance the rapper and Vic Mensa were in Ghana. I think, if I'm not scared, like some 4 or 3 months back, they were in Ghana. They visited President Nana Akufo-Addo. They went to some tourist sites, Cape Coast here and there. And latest information is that just, I think yesterday, last night here in Accra, they launched an event coming up. And I want to read this information that was given to us by journalist Francis Addo, who writes for Daily Guide. And he said, Chance the rapper and Vic Mensa are back in Ghana with the announcement of their upcoming festival dubbed Black Star Line Festival. This is a huge event scheduled to bring major world and local artists on one stage at the Black Star Square in Accra on January 6th. The two international acts announced the festival during Lyrical Wars GH at the BBNZ Live in Accra on Sunday. So just as the thing said, just last night, there was a program at BBNZ Live, and that was when the two announced that they are going to have this show, Black Star Line, at the Independence Square, or the Black Star Square as we call it here in Ghana. And I know Roland Amate, as an event person, has mentioned Destination Ghana as part of the activities, which is adding up to what Ghana launched some years ago, that is the year of return. As it stands now, looking at the announcement these guys who are not indigenous in this country have started making, the announcement they've started making, is our industry positioned to benefit from some of these things? And that is the angle I want us to look at it. I'm sure in the coming months, we are going to hear some great announcements. I know Afro Nation, all things being equal, they will do another edition, and as part of the year of return, one event that cannot be hidden in the history is Afro Nation. It was really huge, about 3 days non-stop party, back to back like that. Now, Vic Mensa, Charles the Rapper, they have also announced theirs. Of course, he said that there will be vendors, there will be local artists, there will be international artists, but is our industry positioned well to tap into everything that is about to happen, including artists, media people, stakeholders, event people? Like, not only artists, are we all prepared? Are we looking for avenues to also cash in? And I bet no one yako hibi no besi yako ene mocha selfie. No bako. How prepared is our industry? In fact, it is my worry. Ya now ye ko fiba be jiska no masana dia ko. But we crew. Now, because of the Dubai thing, unko ni krom go jiska nchene da. Never, you can't. We have to reason smart. What are we also going to do? So now, but the energy channel or no cover feeling. Well, watch the announcement when I come back. Let's open the conversation, and I'm sure Roland, who is into events, will also start this as well.
And so, what we want to do, man, is we realize that as Black American artists, and so what we want to do, man, is we realize that as Black American artists, we perform everywhere on the globe. We perform not only in London, but Leeds, not only in Berlin, but Dusseldorf, not only Amsterdam, but Oslo. We do all that, Australia, before we ever come to Accra, to Lagos, to Johannesburg. And so our mission is that we want to change that, because we recognize that globally, Black people, we're all one people. And so we're creating a festival, creating a vessel to bring the Black American artists and Black artists of the diaspora globally to come here and connect with everybody in Africa, Ghana being the gateway to the entire continent. So with that said, we want to make a little announcement.
Yeah, to the globe, to everybody that's listening around the world, Black folks globally. I'm talking about in the States, all around the continent, in Brazil, in the islands, all around the world. Black folks, we coming back together January 6th at the Black Star Square. We're doing a 38,000 person festival. Artists from around the world pull up. Black folks around the world pull up.
All right, so BBNZ, I know them. They are some movers and shakers of the game. Yeah, belonging to the Daily Guide Network. Now they have a radio station and a TV station, I guess.
Yeah.
Guide radio.
Yeah, just that their platforms are not biting yet. I pray that in the coming months or years, they get to shake the grounds more, because they have resources. So I wonder why they will have a radio and a TV. And if you ask me, can you mention one program from their platforms? And
I think they recently I got an invite from them, almost celebrating, I think 1 year or 2 year anniversary be of their Guide Radio.
2 years?
No, 1 year. It's a 1 year anniversary of Guide Radio.
They have not had any impact, and I wish they. I know what they can do. That is Daily Guide now.
It was even a 3-day event. A 3-day event.
Wow, bro, are we positioned well? You went to events. I know when it comes to events, you really know the grounds.
Brasame, for positioning there, I think it's subjective. When it comes the way our industry it has to do with you as an individual and your vision and your focus on what you want to achieve in the industry. That's what will determine whether you are going to benefit from this or not, or you are just going to, even if you have the chance, it's going to be a selfie taking and go home and sleep. Because this I am very happy for this initiative, and I think it was even the main motive why they came the first time. They came purposely to survey and to wreck the ground. That is why they came. And they just confirmed it. That was the main reason why they came. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a guy who also came to do a documentary recently.
Kendrick Lamar.
No, the one that just Oko Bukum Koye.
Yeah.
Kendrick. Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if he also comes to announce, say he's also coming to do an event. And just like you mentioned, the likes of Afro Nation and some of these events, including Afrochella, is also warming up to this destination Ghana. And this is also going to be a plus. As an industry, as an industry, there are so many ways we can benefit from this. Like you said, as a Ghana no who and who say yetisika so come there. Yeah. Because you see all these guys are people from the diaspora, and they know the kind of resources and stuff that we have here. And funny enough, they seem to know the value more than we. And so in order for you to understand and also tap in, you would have to get close. And whether through referrals, connection, who you know, if you have these kind of opportunities, get close. And it should start now. Unless you are that artist that you are so hot to the extent that it will have to be them chasing you. If you think you are not up to that standard, this is the time you have to start lobbying. Let's not sit down and say they came, brought their people, and we even had to pay them for them to take our money and go, and blame them for that. We can't blame them. Recently, when we went for one event at Kaswa, this Nigerian comedian, brother Shaggy Bay event for Kaswa, we saw what happened at the event. From Crane Crane to Cran Cran, it was Nigerian songs back to back. And it was a serious agenda. And in fact, when I like the theme of the event, the Black Star Line, and where they are going to do it, I think it is very, very significant to whatever we are trying to propagate or whatever we are trying to preach to the outside world, even with Destination Ghana. Because that particular spot is one of our big tourist
history.
Yes, tourist sites. And it is very good. It is going to even help us more in our preaching. So this is the time that I will urge my event colleagues, artists, including the ministry. In fact, I think for them to even announce it, they've already established their connection with the ministry or whoever is supposed to.
No, they met the president.
Yes,
so.
to help them push this agenda. To help them push this agenda. So even announcements in the crown is just a confirmation. Say this is a done deal. This is already a success. Because when you look at even the Cardi B show in the crown now, some people had their own issues. But this is an event that even before the whole event started, people like Ekuapim Polo benefiting later it took them their own effort to rub shoulders with some of these people in order to get whatever they benefited from them. So let's not sit down as an industry and wait, say, okay, they've announced it. So we are waiting for the last minute attitude before we even get closer to go and ask, how are you going to do this? Or why are you doing this here? Or how do I also benefit or even be part of history? Because this is history in the making. Whoever climbed on this platform will be part of this historic and memorable event, and it will be on our calendar for years or forever and ever. So let's not sit down. If you think you are going to sit down and they will come to your table, then it means you are that hot and big. But if you think you are not up to that standard, you are not up to that level, whatever that will take you for you to be part or benefit from this thing, we should start lobbying and tap into it now than sit down for the last minute.
Okay, thank you so much, Roland Amate. Let me move on to Intim Dodo Solomon Chemo and ask him same question. Remember that when was it Chance the Rapper of Vic Mesa, when he went back and he had issues with some mushroom thing that it was Vic Mesa. He had issues with some mushroom thing because he was not supposed to have sent that thing to America. I remember that story. And let me also add that he came this time around, I think, with 10 senior high school students from America just to come and study the transatlantic slave trade, that thing, just to come and study something about it. So as part of the build-up, they are still doing stuff. Chabo, but are we positioned for this? Are we well positioned for this?
Yeah, I think that one we can't say much because if we have positioned ourselves to take advantage of this thing wouldn't be coming from them. It will be coming from our own people, collaborating with them or partnering them. But this thing, the way we are hearing about it, it looks like they are rather doing their thing, and maybe some.
But with BBNZ, which is a local organization.
Yes.
Yes,
But the
obviously
announcement
they would
coming
have
from
to.
them, they will contact a local organization to help them organize everything. But the way it's going, it's like they are doing it, and now so BBNZ may even be an employee of them.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I get
They have employed them to
do the event
do
for
the
them.
local works for them, and that one is sad. I mean, this thing, it should be coming from indigenous Ghanaians or a Ghanaian company partnering with them, instead of them coming down to employ some Ghanaians to work for them. That's the sad part of it. But still, now they have taken the initiative. So the best that we can do is to also take advantage of it or benefit from whatever is going on. So I think, now that we know something like this is going to happen, we should just study what it is and how we can take advantage of it. Even the whole nation, even if our tourism ministry or agencies can do something. I mean, now we can go with a proposal that we want to be part of it. And this is the part that we want to take. Because it's more like a festival. So if nothing at all, a lot of people will come in. If we can do it such that a lot of people from outside will come in, it will generate some income. I mean, people will come and spend here, so it will boost our local economy. And that will, even if for nothing at all, you will get that. When more people are coming in, it will help.
And they mentioned that there will be other international arts coming.
Yes. So they can bring a lot of people here.
And
then because they are branding it more like a festival, not just a show, it can also go on for a long time.
A longer time, yeah.
After the first one, if they get a success with the first one, by all means they will do it again. And so if it's a festival, then it will even be better instead of it being just a show. And then we are done with it. So I think it's a good initiative, and kudos to them. But the sad part is that it's not coming for me. It's not coming from Ghanaians partnering them, but rather them coming and even employing our people to do it. Yes, it means a lot of the money will go to them and they will take it outside unless we convince them to
share some with us.
Yes,
how influential are the two? I don't know if you have been following that much.
Not that much, but in the hip hop culture in America, they are there. We will consider them as more like the second tier. Like they are not top, but they are also not down like that. They are in the middle there, like kind of. So they have some influence that obviously will impact Africans or people in Africa as a whole. So it's not bad, and because they are in the middle, they will by all means have some people at the top in terms of their kind of music that they can call them in to help them. So it's not a bad thing like that.
Okay, now we're going to wrap up on this Victims and Chance the Rapper initiative, and whether we are ready for this occasion to also tap in to make some luchi.
Well, as to whether we are ready, it is individual based. You have to position yourself to tap into or take charge of whatever that is happening. It is a good thing, and I don't see anything sad with it. At that point, I want to disagree with Chemo. You see, we should build up an attitude where we can take charge or take advantage of some of this. So when you were doing the introduction, you mentioned that when you go to Dubai, you see that they take charge and make sure that you don't take a lot from them, but they take a lot from you. So we should
let me mention one thing to support what you are saying. to own a company in Dubai, you need to get a local. That he might not even invest 1%, but when you are registering the company, he has about 40 or 60% shares in it.
So
that he invested nothing.
So what the point is that we should encourage our people to take up that attitude and ask our leaders to make I don't know if it is regulations or whatever that will give the people in the country that opportunity. That is when maybe somebody will come in and somebody will be also be enjoying the same shares. But yes, they have come to employ BBNZ. But at the end of the day, BBNZ is also a company that is looking for clients like that. So with the rest of the industry, we have to take charge. If you're an artist or a promoter or whatever it is, this is the time, like Roland was saying, don't wait. This is the time that you also have to start lobbying. But in this country, when we mention lobby, everybody frowns on it as if say lobbying is not part of their business. When somebody is even going to lobby for something, they will be sitting down in our homes and offices and we will be laughing at the person. That is how we have reduced this lobbying thing. But it is not anything bad. We have to encourage people in this game or in this business to lobby for stuff like that. Do you know that this season, even Cristiano Ronaldo's agent is lobbying for clubs to sign him? A whole Cristiano Ronaldo, but in Ghana, Obia.
Why you fools?
Maybe I'm not married. He's lobbying. The agent is going from Chelsea to Bayern Munich to win fire for Obia Sedabi. But if it is the age and the money that comes with it,
the value is not as
so they will not buy.
Wow. It's down now.
You understand? So if Obi Betana Krumwa, somebody with huge brand, of course he will score. No, he will give you the goals and everything. He will give you that. Just that some of them are looking at the money and the returns. Because almost signing 1 year crap now, you have to give him some huge salary. Make sure like conditions then does. So
I get it. Continue.
So somebody will sit in this country and be behaving like he is Ogboro, so he has to sit in his office for them to come and contract him or call him to come and do something. No. If you do that, then you are not positioning yourself right, in my opinion. If you want to position yourself right, start lobbying. Look at what you can also do. And start lobbying. Go to them. If it is agencies that you will go to or BBNZ that you will go to, start having that conversation now. And then make sure you are part of it. If you are part of it, at the end of the day, definitely something will come to you too. Also, baby bread kakra. But if you sit and you say, okay, you know, Ghanaians, we have that attitude. They want to say, oh, it's not our show, so we're just watching it. Let's see what they can do. And then at the end of the day, they will come and carry whatever money is, and then they will fly with it. They will go and spend it. Then we will still be here and we'll be doing our 010. You understand? So if such opportunities come, I think that whether it is from us, it is from somebody outside or whatever, let's take advantage of it. Let's be in charge. And there's a way we can do it. Let's not just sit and behave as if BBNT means or nothing can be done for us to take charge of some of these opportunities. So yes, let's give them that acknowledgement. Let's encourage them so that this thing will be very successful and inspire others who are also will be sitting outside and be watching these two guys and say, okay, these guys have taken that path. It has been successful. We can also do more. Half time, they are doing. They will come here and then they will come and do an artist will also stadium. Enjoy.
Anyways, thank you, Nana Regard. Thank you, Team Dodo Solomon. Thanks to Roland Amate as well, and thanks to you. Remember that we do this every weekday. We do this with you. If you are an artist and you are thinking about a music video shoot, same way, Flex Entertainment, we are sure going to help you to do it. Just get in touch with us. Number on the screen any day. Let's discuss it, and we give you something very affordable but high quality. You can always get it. Now, after talking America, let's go straight to Nigeria. And Nigeria, we are talking about Burna Boy. Burna Boy in an interview had said something that is making me think that is Burna Boy saying that if you are a rapper in Africa, you are going to struggle to get an international breakthrough, or is Burna Boy trying to say, as an African, you don't have to do anything rap, anything trap, because of what he said in there? We're going to listen to Burna Boy critically, and when I come back, I ask my people, is this to say that Burna Boy does not see any African going anywhere with rap music? Is that why Sarkodie has not released songs throughout the year? And I hear that the whole of this year, if K is not taking, he'll not even release a single song. That is what I'm hearing elsewhere. Let's go watch this. When I come back, the conversation continues.
It's important for African native artists to know themselves. It's important for African native artists to It's important for African native artists to know themselves. It's important for African native artists to be proud of themselves. You understand? It's important for African native artists to, when they come out to the world, you know, when they come outside their home, to know who they are and not forget and not try to conform. You cannot go to America and try to offer Americans rap or trap or whatever. You understand? Because they have that already. What are you bringing? Like, why you understand? So if you're a native African accent, you go over there, bring them what's happening there. It's new for them. You teach them. You understand? So that's what they should learn. Me, don't worry about it. It's important for African native artists to know themselves. It's important for African native artists to be proud of themselves. You understand? It's important for African native artists to, when they come out to the world, you know, when they come outside their home, to know who they are and not forget and not try to conform. You cannot go to America and try to offer Americans rap or trap or whatever. You understand? Because they have that already. What are you bringing? Like, why you understand? So if you're a native African accent, you go over there, bring them what's happening there. It's new for them. You teach them. You understand? So that's what they should learn. Me, don't worry about it. It's important for African native artists to know.
All right, so that was Burna Boy, one of my favorites in African music at the moment. Very strong in terms of his brand, and he commands a whole lot of numbers when it comes to the numbers game. Burna Boy, man, I watch his performances in recent times and I go like, wow, this is crazy. His act on stage alone will wow you into loving him some more. But did you hear what he said? That as African artists, this is the time for us to be more confident to do what we have to do. Don't go and sell rap to the American, because he was born rap. In fact, the way he speaks is even rap. Or it's like going to sell cold or ice to the guy who lives in the Eskimo land. It is going to be very difficult to convince him to sell to. Are we hearing right? Or maybe we are not getting something. Chebo, come through?
Yeah. I agree with Burna Boy, and I think this is not a new thing. We know this long ago. We've been saying this. We've been saying this. So Burna Boy is just saying the old stuff that we know about, but some people, I don't know, for some reason, don't want to follow that path. And I think it's more in a...
Before you continue, are we aware Sarkodie has won BET International Flow with rap from Ghana?
Yes.
I hear MI Abega has also won some international platforms.
Yes.
I think Ice Prince also.
Ice Prince with rap. So what are we saying again?
What we are saying is that he won it with his own people. They were competing.
What's happened? The international best flow. It wasn't just
it
with
was
Africans.
for Africans.
No, international best flow had other people on it, not only
but
Africans.
not Americans. I doubt if there were any Americans.
Let me
continue. It wasn't limited to Africa.
Yes, but I doubt if there were any American in it.
Okay.
That's the point.
Roland is giving us the research.
Because of international in that category, I don't think there were any American.
Okay, because of the definition international.
Yes.
So it means it's out
of America
space.
So you were not competing with them in that award scheme. And don't forget that you will still compete with them in their marketing space, in the market space. It's that competition. And the thing is that when you imitate or copy somebody, it's difficult to beat that person. The only way for you to be ahead It's either you add something to what you have copied, or you always be behind the person, the originator. So what Burna Boy is saying is true. Just that people find it difficult to accept it and move with it, especially when you come to the rap space. The rap origination, when you find the history, I think even Africa, we have our own way of doing rap, not like the way the Americans and the people outside Africa do their rap. I think their rap is different from ours. But unfortunately for us, most of our people who are trying to do rap rather wants to copy the American kind of rap instead of doing it our own way. That's where the problem is. I mean, rap per se is not the problem. Why am I saying that? Ghana here, for instance, people love the rap thing. So it can't just be that because we watch American videos or American movies or we listen to American songs. No. It's something that has been with us for a long time. And seeing them doing something similar like we already have, we are more like, okay, maybe DS is better than us. So people started copying DS instead of our own. We had people in Ahimfie, like in Menchia, for instance, who will give appellation to Otumfuo any time that he's coming or he's about to talk. And the way they do the talking is like rap.
It's true, there's no American in it.
But there is a Canadian in it. Tory Lanez.
Canadian, Nigeria. Those people are not known for hip hop, rap, these things. So they can
Canadian.
Oh, massive rappers.
Canada.
Huh?
Let's allow him.
How many rappers can you come from Canada? As compared to America.
As they call it, even international, even if they bring any American in it, it's wrong. It's outside America.
They are just recognizing those who are doing it outside them.
So my point is that when you go to Menchia and Otumfuo is about to talk, we have some people who will give appellation in a form of rap. That kind of rap is what Obrafo or Chambe Kwame from the beginning were doing. The same kind of rap they were doing. Like some people don't consider Okomfo Kwade as a rapper, but the way Okomfo Kwade was doing his thing. Now, he's still in the game. So the way Okomfo Kwade does his thing. Yes, the same way that when you go to a place like Menchia, you see some people there doing similar thing for Otumfuo before Otumfuo speaks. Yes, or speaks. Those people do that thing. So we had our own way of rap. So now the contention is that we are not doing our own kind of rap. We are rather copying from the Americans. And in that sense, you can never beat them. We will always be behind them because we are copying.
You play second fiddle.
Yes. So I agree with Burna Boy based on that. If you want to compete and compete well, like the way he's doing it, he's doing his own thing. The way that he sings, it's not the way that Americans or even any other nation sing. You can see that the indigenous way
of doing African
music is in there, and that's what is working for him. That's what is making him win now. So if anything at all, we should learn from him. Copy, but the thing that he's saying is nothing new. We have been saying this for a long time. Yeah, so I agree with him, but there's nothing new. I think we have said it.
Okay, Nana Regan, come through next.
That's always a fact. I mean, this is plain truth. I've said this thing here before that most of the times you see our artist start with, I am a hip life artist. The moment he blows, he is a rap, hip hop, what artist. You see today, Nigerian music is doing well not because they are doing any better music than anybody, but it is doing well because of the uniqueness of their positioning. And yes, that is why they are. I mean, Grammys have been mentioning about unique sound and other things every day. Today, I can tell you, Burna Boy is doing better and has done better than P Square in terms of award achievement because he has been able to win Grammys. Why did Grammy not nominate P Square back then? P Square was a fantastic artist. They've done, when they were in their peak, they did great. But award schemes like Grammy will not recognize you because they will feel like you are doing similar things.
You are doing what we have.
Yes, what we have in the space already. There's this Nigerian group as well, Future Stars, or I stand to be correct, I think it's Future Stars. They were also doing songs like R&B songs. Back then, they were huge. If Nigerians are watching, some of them will correct me and they will put, yes, I don't know if it's Future or Future Stars, some two guys, their sounds, they do songs like R&B songs. And they were doing very, very good songs. They have hit songs and all of that, but Grammys will not recognize you. Because they feel you are not doing anything different. Unique. There's nothing unique in what you are doing. I've been telling people that anytime I hear a Ghanaian artist saying, I am selling Ghana to the world, I ask myself a lot of questions. If you are doing dancehall, if you are doing reggae, if you are doing hip hop,
how do you sell yourself?
What are you selling? Somebody have come to sell something to you. And you have found inspiration in it, and you are doing some
repackaging.
Yes, and you say you are selling your country. Like, what from your country are you selling? I've been asking myself these questions. Now I can tell you, Nigerians will tell you yes, they are selling Nigerian music because when you ask them, they can mention Afrobeat to you, and they can tell you and be giving acknowledgement to Fela Kuti and all of those people. But if you ask Ghanaian artists, before Shatta's address to the state, we said when he went to Miami, somebody asked him, what kind of music do you people do? He couldn't answer it. If there was something unique we were also doing, he could have mentioned it and proudly even tell the person that, oh, this is what we do and this is why you should love it. Now, saying a Santrophy band is playing High Life and everywhere, look at the shows, the kind of shows that they are playing. See how people are like sharing up to them. That is the uniqueness some of the world wants to see from us. You cannot beat an American hip hop artist. In fact, their system won't even allow it. This best international flow, they create some of these categories just to recognize people who have accepted what they are doing and are doing it right. And they want to appreciate you.
They want to encourage you to do more.
Yes, to do more. To their benefit. They just want to recognize rappers in UK, rappers in France, rappers in Canada, rappers in Africa. Then they will put you in those things so that they will motivate you to be doing more.
Start behaving like us.
Yes, that is the agenda. So if you want to sell something different to them, then you should have a unique sound, something unique, something fresh that you can easily tell them that, okay, this is from us, this is the history of the thing, this is how we do this thing. Into a chamber, no sorry, and there's an international award going and you see a category like best hip life or high life African artist of the year, then you know that you are getting somewhere. Then you know that, okay, our music is traveling. Now our music is being recognized. Imagine Grammys or any of these big schemes, let's say awarding a Ghanaian artist or nominating a Ghanaian artist for a music that is known to Africans, known to us. That should be the pride. But if you want to do rap, American, you can't beat the system. There is no way you go into hip hop charts, 50 songs, and you go and see number one, including all this American, and they will put you at number one.
Sometimes our boys release songs and they top some of these charts.
We know how they do those things.
You know how they do those things.
But the point is that they will not accept what is coming from you like that. But you see today, I can tell you they are accepting Afrobeat songs. They are. Because it is something different from what they already know. And it's a good sound. It is something they want to vibe with. So they have accepted it. But what are we also selling? So if you see what Better Boy is saying, I don't think we should even limit it to rappers. In fact, if you're a singer and you want to sing like Akon, you can't go anywhere. If you're a singer and you want to sing like Michael Jackson, do pop and Kobe Bia. But if you come out with that uniqueness and you are doing something and the world starts to appreciate you, and the Central Field Band, they born yes, they'll be speaking the English, but the rhythms and the things they are playing are very unique and can be related to us
easily.
And the people are jamming to it. Then you can also take some pride in it. I'm not saying nobody should be doing dance or any kind of thing, but if you really want to do it and become like the Burna Boys and the Wizkid and all those, the recognitions they are getting today, then it should come with a unique sound, something unique.
So how rappers feel over this statement made by Burna Boy, like Sarkodie, like MI, like Ice Prince? How would they feel?
I think they will feel very bad about it. Some of them might even get emotional over it. But at the end of the day, it is the truth. It is in fact, some of them they know.
Because what he's saying is that he's taking them out of the music market too.
Oh, not at all.
No. Wait. This guy is not a Grammy winner, and he's sitting on a platform.
He's Oga.
Yes, saying that if you're African, you're doing rap.
You will do rap. The point is that they are making money. Sarkodie is not.
He's not doing bad.
Yeah, he's not doing bad. He's getting something from it. But the point is that this is where you can get to. There's a limit to it, exactly. And that's what he's saying.
Exactly.
Sarkodie no him.
So right now, if you want to go beyond the Sarkodie and reach like the Burna Boys and the Wizkid and all of these artists, then it shouldn't just be about how you are even promoting your songs and packaging or whatever, but the uniqueness of the sound you are selling. It's also a factor. The products now they call Bontino. It's a key factor. Then they will accept it. So what it is that when they accept it and they are even jamming to it, they will, this song. That is why today we are still fighting over who owns Afrobeat and who started Afrobeat.
We've lost it. We are not fighting.
So it is Nigerians. Easily the world are saying, these artists are coming from Nigeria. These songs are coming from Nigeria.
Then it's Nigeria.
Yes.
If it looks like a duck.
It is not their fault. I mean, they've been able to position themselves well, and they have driven that agenda, and it has worked perfectly for them. So if we also want to get to that level, then we should start revisiting our books and doing what is needful. In fact, I am very happy that those Kevin Boy and episode have started releasing highlights,
unique sounds.
Yes, this is it Kocha, the Kocha song from Kevin Boy. Kwacha, very good.
Sammy.
Yes, perfect high life song, and this sounds like this. It is easy to sell it outside. They will easily accept it. Look at what episode and Kwabena did.
Yeah, beautiful.
You can package it and promote it, and everywhere they will accept it. And I think this is the time we have to start getting serious with some of these things, so that we can maybe Shatta should come back and do the address again and set some of this high life. No, he will do something. He will do something, especially now that Santrophy Band is what they are doing. I always feel very, very happy about when I watch some of their videos and the kind of festivals they are playing and how people are reacting to the sounds they are playing. I mean, it's a progress for us. So I wish that Shatta will sit down with episode and those people, try and find a way to stick to this high life new thing, push that agenda deliberately, and make sure they are pushing something to the world market, so that tomorrow when they are being recognized and nominated for some of these things, they will be nominated in the names of some of these sounds and not hip hop or anything.
R&B. Okay. Yes, Roland.
What's happening?
I'm still thinking about the feelings the rappers will catch after watching Burna Boy speak about rap.
This industry, nobody will do something because you are telling them to do it too. They will do it because they want to do it or they feel like doing it. So if Shatta and other people's statement, what haven't we discussed in this industry from top to bottom? Everybody seems to know the problem. People have stated solutions, but people will work on the solutions if they want and not because you are telling them.
That's true.
For anybody who have a problem with what Burna Boy said, then did not take it into critical thinking. Bottom line, because the long and short of what Burna Boy said has to do with uniqueness, vision. That's all.
Uniqueness and vision.
Yes. See, I for one, I've always had the problem of us crowning high life kings and high life artist of the year and hip life artist of the year and hip life kings in this country, whereby they are not recognized anywhere outside this country, and it pains me, and that is what Burna is saying, because we crown high life artist of the year. The songs that we claim, we know in our heart of hearts, saying it is high life, are being uploaded on international platforms as Afro pop, Afro beats, and whatever. So who are,
because the platform is not for you to determine what happens there.
Exactly. See,
Leave it under others.
Aside juju music, the Nigerians do. Some of the popular genre they've ever done is hip life and high life. They know themselves. Almost all their big artists have all either claim high life or hip life. All their big artists, from P Square to Davido to Whiskey to whoever, all of them have either claimed high life or hip life. Even the known people who were known to be even rappers came singing, and when you ask them, they will tell you they are doing hip life, and it is a fact. So if indeed we wanted to sell, we were serious, or we had the vision of selling our hip life and high life, Afrobeat wouldn't have come to pass. High life. But now, long gone. To the extent that we think we are fighting for Afrobeat, but we are not fighting. In fact,
we can't win.
The fight ended years ago. So what Burna Boy is saying, I think whether you are a rapper, whether you are a singer, or whatever genre that you do, it has to do with how unique your sound is. That is it. Because you see, a brand like Burna Boy has done rap. He has done reggae and dancehall.
Yeah.
He is now doing what they call the Afrobeat singing or Afro pop singing. When Stonebwoy was signed to Def Jam Africa, at the launch, he was not introduced as a reggae and dancehall artist. He was introduced as a pop artist, but this time an Afro pop artist. So yes, they've recognized you are trying to do pop music, but how unique, like they want to know that yours is unique and it has the African element, which is why they've named it Afro pop. So that when you gain the recognition here as the Afrobeat Afro pop artist of the year, that same song can be nominated even when you are competing outside as Afrobeat and Afro pop song.
Yeah.
And in that contest, you are also going to compete as an Afrobeat and Afro pop artist over there. It is not as if you will be crowned high life here and you go and fight for Afrobeat or Afro pop somewhere else with the same shoe. It is not possible.
It does not correlate. Yeah.
Yes, and that is what Burna Boy is saying. So whether you are doing rap, whether you are singing, make sure the core element or the uniqueness of your sound becomes paramount. That in that sense, and there should be a vision of us knowing what we are selling.
It should be an agenda, one drive.
Yes, one drive. They knew they were selling Afrobeat and nothing else. Because when they tell us they are selling hip life or high life, at the end of the day, because we have solid roots of these genre here, the glory will come back to us. But they know Afrobeat, the Afrobeat agenda was scattered. And they having a good drive to it will make them that owners of that genre. And there was a serious drive. Afrobeat and Afropop were not on these music platforms. But they were brought there because of how popular or how strong it was becoming. They had no other choice. So if indeed we also say, okay, South Africa are doing the Amapiano. Amapiano was not on any platform. Amapiano niho, but because of how strong it is, if you want to nominate any South African music,
it is surely going
to be Amapiano. And if the person is uploading, it is going to be Amapiano. So you, as
but we've not found out yet if they also have a slot for a piano for some of these music.
Maybe somebody
can
check on DistroKid and see.
For the ones that I've been doing, I've not seen piano.
You've not seen yet.
So how popular the genre is, or how serious the drive of that genre is, will determine whether they are going to recognize you or not. And as it stands,
and your impact.
Even Amapiano stands, even if we are saying, okay, fair enough, it is not on the platform. Amapiano currently stands a better chance of going on that platform than our high life. Let's not kid ourselves. And that is what Burna Boy is saying.
Burna Boy is saying.
And you see, he's met the likes of Angelique Kidjo, who have done indigenous music all these years and have won.
And Peche winning.
Peche. So he knows what he is talking about. Yes, you probably you may have a different vision at a particular time. Nobody faults you for that. But when you decide that, okay, I am done with the vision of conquering Ghana and I want to go outside Ghana to this kind of terrain, then know that the moment your vision changes, your direction and your product also has to change. Else, if you can't change, or if you can't go with the flow and you want to be unique as he's saying, then make sure that you have a strong drive and a strong backing. Because if you do, that is when you will be recognized as the Afrobeat and the Afro pop artist. Else, we rap, we reggae and dancehall.
See, nothing.
No.
Well, I know the Nigerians have been saying this oftentimes when they start an argument with us over what we are doing with our music. They keep saying, Ghana, you people are doing rap, you people are doing dancehall, and dancehall and rap is not something that we are enjoying. We are not enjoying dancehall and rap. You have to do African authentic music. And maybe that is what Burna Boy is saying. But I'm still trying to put myself in the shoes of those who are doing rap and still have the hope that it is rap we are doing, but we also mean to cross borders. How would they feel? Are they going to be scared that Grammy need it? Really be that? Now that regards, are you guys saying nobody, a rapper from Africa, can ever win a Grammy in a rap category?
No, that's not what. That's not what. In fact, what I'm saying, what I'm even trying to say is that you can do your rap, just like Sarkodie is doing. Assuming we have a strong drive, like, okay, Afrobeat was from this place, and Sarkodie, whatever song Sarkodie does, no matter how hard he raps in there, he names it Afrobeat. That is where you stand a chance of getting that recognition. So you can do tree rap, what they call the tree pop. Do it, you will do their rap. The singing, they also sing, but they are recognizing singers. But do your rap. Know that it is in your native language or whatever indigenous music that you're doing. Make sure you have that uniqueness. That's all. It doesn't matter whether you are doing raga rap or you are a tree raga
or English rap.
Baby Adonai, the kind of rap that Sarkodie is doing is so different from what he does now. When you listen to Baby Adonai, that kind of rap is different from what he's been doing now. So I think they should just do, even if they will do the rap, they should do it. They should do it that indigenous way that we know of, and that one, it will push them better than what they are doing.
All right, thank you guys. Let's move on to our very final topic for today. And our final topic for today is surely going to be about the just ended Ghana Party in the Park. I know on this platform with my editorials, I have touched on it, but we have some updated information to share with you here on the show. And Nana Reagan, Roland Amate, and Intip Dodu Solomon, they'll be doing justice to this. Ghana Party in the Park this year was successful, no two ways about that. In fact, you cannot say any other thing apart from just to admit that this year's show was successful. After coming back from COVID and age restrictions, now I know London is finally opened. When I saw the numbers there, because I saw last year's numbers and I saw this year's numbers, and I know that London is finally open. This is the time for you to do your gigs. There are other gigs that have happened in London, and we also saw huge numbers everywhere you go to. Shatta was billed to perform at the Ghana Party in the Park this year. In fact, we saw flyers from the organizers, and we saw him also post that London, watch out, I am coming. Like AY Poye will say, watch out, I am coming to you. Unfortunately, okay, so this is what Shatta Wale posted. He said, London, this year party in the park, I'm coming. This is what he posted. And in fact, initially we were having a conversation. We thought it was even a poster that he posted, but what we have seen is not a poster. And it's just a text from him where he posted that London, this year party in the park, I'm coming. It was not all. I've seen other posts as well he did on his Facebook timeline, still announcing the fact that he was going for the Ghana party in the park. This he made on 29 June. And okay, this one also says London. And that was when he also were hinting people that, yeah, guys, really and truly, I'm coming, so watch out for me. Unfortunately, a day before, so this was 29th June, right?
Yep.
And the show happened on 16th July. So it means about some 2 weeks and some days before Shatta made the post that he was going there. And the day before the event, we read press statement from organizers that Shatta Wale is no more coming for the show. Okay, thanks Richie. It says, we are sorry to announce that our advertised artist Shatta Wale and Kofi Kinata will not be attending Ghana party in the park due to reasons out of our control. We apologize to those excited to see both artists perform at the event. So this was 15th, the day before the main event. Then they advertised that, or they sent out a press statement that these two artists, they are going to be part, or they are not going to be part of the event anymore. After the show, we've seen some people complaining here and there, though so many people also had fun, like great fun. People were chilling. I have seen videos from GH Kweku's timeline on Instagram, and it was so beautiful. There was a video we chanced on. We want to listen to what the gentleman said, and we will do a discussion just opposing it to why Shatta Wale did not go there, what we have heard, what we know, and then we will make a case out of this. Watch it, I'll be back.
Venuto, and we don't like peace. We want problems always. Jack, Venuto, and we don't like peace. We want problems always. Jack, Ghana party in the park, no, the breakdown of McBROWN. Now, me say, more no musia me more ye trouble do a blogger. I am a blogger, me entertainer. I be from blogger, no, have me proud. Cause you Juma Beno. Anyways, Ghana party in the park. Some mumunum Juma Moody, a master and mechemu Juma Moody. Jumana mu hosting one of the biggest programs we have in our community. We are saying, and yet you can the whole world. Mo program no, it is bigger than Ghana Music Awards. The money man make out Ghana Music Awards and Tantan we can. Ni parodo sign ya no mudu omuguso. Sikana aya mojen wa hano comparing to Ghana Music Award gate and master, you guys are making a like big money. And comparing to Nipa and Begu Park and so on. And in master. Say your core program now, I am Moma the best, and I don't need your hinfa. More the Shatta Wale about to show so. More the nigga need selling mu take it away. After the all of a sudden their TNSI and a situation out of our control. Hey, massa, out of our control be anymore. More the need to take it away. The nigga ne pen. Mon fama no na mon fanembra. And no money na padadua. Say a time say you go because of Shatta Wale inti. Shatta, say one saka sikani bia. Me patch out in the scanner so inform because omudu din a sell take it no. Then what chama water bitim stone and first can more motana so e ye wudin omudi aton take it no. Na the esasu kume kese kra ne say the whole party in the park umako fan to 4 base 6 7 penny dia ba beto so masa you deserve more than 50 artists e was our program na so. A ye new school and old school putting them together. Because Sikana mu make no, me see you deserve than the best. And some was a cowboys, everybody was expecting say because they were surprise artists. Mobo, Black Sharif, and everybody was expecting say they were surprise artists. Because these are the people that their music are making waver. People can jam with their music. I will love them, we will love to see them. But guess what? Man for mama. Someone most are promoters and most are Ghana artists more kilo more career. Because this is the biggest platform you guys have. Was saying come the Sally boys and more. But guess what? Because of Pesemin Kumunya, Kodakia, one wire diamana farmer, na one who's scare bar, would nipa bo and former mo benyan sika. On phone. Mobile boys in money abandon nam hono man, Namudia Jim's Camudia quite well. Master boys was some Mupakwan because no museum because I am Quasian and Moody or Hono. And no be a few who be a Quana Buofu. And no, I say, for me, baby, the phone say because me the buffon a belfie. Massa, some Muslim by Yadana Munian, Yamunia so Munyai.
All right, so that was a gentleman who says we should not call him a blogger, but we should call him an entertainer, and that he doesn't want to be known as a blogger. As a blogger, and Kwasi Ejuma. Oh,
it's a John statement.
That statement was.
It's a John statement. It's a John statement.
Dabi. Ono kro tia broche de san ko kasa. Sanka obi te kromu ha. Eno kasa anka meka so okay, ohun yen boys no. But ho Ejuma kese pa. Professional no. I friend man better BBC Sky TV. I can say this is a blogger. Auntie, so now so nya, that's fine. In fact, now so nya. Say me say Ejuma bu aminti me nya bi me ko kasa eyen Kwasi Ejuma. Dabi me nya sa. That was some low statement made, but that's okay. But we events. Yeah, share the akosi with Shatta Wale, Kofi Kinata, dear no so yan fan kan kakra because no so ambobi. But I'm say Shatta there na I because of some allegations here and there. Some of us we've heard stuff.
This Kinata expressed stuff.
Yes, Kinata also released a statement. Kinata said the management of Kofi Kinata would like to announce to fans and patrons of Ghana Party in the Park Festival in the United Kingdom that the multiple award-winning artists will not make it as earlier promoted. Even though plans were far advanced for Kofi Kinata to perform, circumstances beyond our control have made it difficult for him to be there. We apologize to the fans for any inconvenience caused. And he says we wish the organizers the best of events. Thank you. It was signed by Nana Kwesi Kumsin, who happens to be the PRO of Team Move Ghana. Yes, and he is also a very good friend in the industry. Fortunately, unfortunately, Shatta Wale also shared what made him not get to Ghana Party in the back, but he was speaking via his Twitter and Snapchat handles, where he says, "These are the main reasons I don't travel, because I'm not ready to impress anybody. The money no come, Shatta no come, period." It did not end there. He also said, "They broke the code, so I slayed them." And he showed blood. He slayed them and there was blood all over. And he said they will travel and perform with pain in their hearts, like they got paid in stacks. But we all they take singles. Wow. Or artist and part. This one says, "Sorry, I'm not be travel and tour artist." How the name is travel and tour artist. And I know my worth. F what you think. This is all to the organizers of Ghana Party in the Park. It says, "No Ghana promoter abroad should see me like a Ghanaian artist. See me as a Shatta movement artist. We come different." And he says, "It is your artist that wants to sit in planes. Me, I want to own one." This is also another interesting quote. So he doesn't want to sit in a plane, he wants to own one. And the two are not them and on them. I say, "I just pray many of you live to see the success." Shatta Wale there. And about Twitter, Roberto and say, "Let their artists collect the coins. I'll wait for the papers." And that is it. It says, "What their artists go and do for hype, I do it for money. Ghana music is dark like black bottles. Black bottles, they be a dark pan." And that is one says, "Sorry, I'm not a travel and tour artist." So these are some of Shatta Wale's statements or posts that suggested that he was not going to be part of the show. Now the show is over. We've watched the video of the gentleman who doesn't want to be called a blogger but entertainer, also telling us that, yeah, Shatta should even change the organizers and take some monies from him, because according to him, they used his name to advertise to get the numbers, but some of them who were there to see him did not get it. And again, he felt that some of the people who were there, maybe they might have gone there because of Shatta, or better still, the event did not satisfy him as an event goer. And I want to ask Roland, what have you heard about Shatta not appearing at Ghana Party in the Park. I've also heard something. Maybe I'll share, maybe not. But let's see how it goes.
That's I think say no matter the reason, this is very unfortunate and sad because this is something that is happening between our it's happening in our space, in our fraternity. Even though it is a home and abroad kind of collaboration, and it even makes it more sad. Because this is something that we've always been preaching, support your own, and sometimes we even call on some of these foreign promoters to pick some of our artists, take them on some of these platforms in order, because Ghana Party in the Park has not only hosted only Ghanaian artists, but even artists from other countries, and some of our artists have even complained on the fact that it is Ghana Party in the Park.
My information tells me they've done it for the past 15 years.
Yeah, exactly. So it is not a small brand for you. So, and as some of our artists, I know some of our artists have even called on them that because it is Ghana Party in the Park, they should make make sure that their agenda has to do with selling Ghana. And even if there's going to be a collaboration of other artists from other countries, the main focus should be Ghanaian artists. And if a Ghanaian artist and one of our topmost is finding it difficult to be on that stage, even for the first time, whilst the show has been on for the past 15 years, and it is because of money, then it is a problem. It is sad. Because for a brand that has stand for 15 years, more than a decade, that means you've gone through that issues of Bejiska, I have billed you for a show, I can't meet your demands and all that. Because the recent interview I heard from these even Afrochella guys, they stated it categorically that before they even approach you, they are coming with a contract and all that. And the event would be even be next year, but you are signing the contract now. Those who are going to perform at Afro Nation, some of them have even signed their contract already. They know the clause and everything in the contract. So for an international brand that has stood more than a decade and this is coming up now, it is very, very unfortunate. I don't want to apportion blame to whether it is Shatta fault or whether it is the organizer's fault, but I want to say that it is a big disgrace on both parts. Yes, because I am saying it's a big disgrace on both parts. On the part of the organizers, it is because they weren't able to meet the demands of Shatta whilst they've even used him for advertisement. It is a huge disgrace. This should be something that even it should be something that somebody who is now learning how to organize events do. Using some of these antics to hype their show and not a huge brand like you.
They should have gone all means
exactly to make sure you get the person, even if it means you running at a loss.
Because it's a big event, you don't have to play with your
brand
image.
Your brand is at stake here, and they were able to overlook that to the extent that they thought even releasing a press statement was okay. It wasn't okay because of how huge their brand is. It is a disgrace on the part of Shatta because he is the same person who came from Miami preaching support your own agenda. And he has preached support your own even to the extent that sometimes he even runs at a loss. And sometimes they go through pain in order to support some of our people to make sure we all win. We send a signal to the outside world. We preach a common message to them. And if somebody wasn't able to meet your demands, in terms of monetary and all that, yet you couldn't come to a compromise to make sure that that agenda of us preaching togetherness or unity is achieved, then what happened to what you came to tell us? Was it not Davido who recently was cheated by a Ghanaian promoter
in Italy?
Yes, he had to perform. He had to perform. Why? Because of his fans. And Shatta cannot tell me that. Even news that I heard was that some people were complaining because they traveled from one country, one state to that place only because of Shatta.
Of course, if Shatta has been advertised.
Yes. And all these things, you as an artist couldn't overlook it or overlook your ego in order to satisfy some of these people. It goes a long way to tell the kind of person you are. To some extent, because when the video did that, yes, we are not saying that it is a good act, But for you to come to a compromise and know that, okay, this is something, even though it is not good, I will do the needful, but later I will let the world know that this is what happened. I think that would have been a better solution to this disgrace. And it wouldn't have been a disgrace on his past. But for him to also come out, and also my one of my worry also has to do with the fact of how he relayed his message. It is very unprofessional for a brand like Shatta Wale. I think it is about time, from the way his brand is going, it's about time he stops some of these childish stuff. It is about time he stops some of these things. You are dealing with brands, huge brands, and yes, you might think that probably they've disrespected themselves, so it gives you that license to also go gutter to gutter with them. But when you look at the bigger picture and you look at what you are hoping to achieve,
but artists sometimes put stuff on their timelines and they consider them official.
Exactly. I am not saying it is not official, but it depends on how you are relaying the message.
Oh, okay.
So now nobody can speak ill of or nobody can speak ill of Kofi Kenyatta. Why? Because Shatta Wale did not state categorically the details aside the monetary issue. But I feel probably there are other details that we are not privy to. So far, in Kenyatta's statement, he saved himself, his face, saved that of the organizers, and not even a single detail of what the reason why he wasn't able to go on that platform has been revealed. And this subsequently...
Do you want it like that? Or you would want to know why? Because as it stands now, like you said, Kofi Kenyatta has spoken. We don't know why he did not go.
Yes,
is that satisfactory?
I would want to know why. That is if the issue in question has been solved.
Okay.
That is how we expect our space to work. We don't wash our dirty linens in public like that always, and we expect people to take us serious.
Okay, I get it.
So if this is a way that everybody wants to go, then obviously none of these people or investors that we are hoping they come and help us will take us serious, because at the end of the day, should any problem come, because this is a human institution, we will always have problem, and should any problem come, is that how you are going to relay your message to the outside world? It is very unprofessional, and I think Shatta should subsequently know how to relay his message or how to save his face when it comes to some of these things. We know he might have a case, but then sometimes for the bigger picture, and in order to save the industry, as he's always been preaching, he needs to curb some of these things in order to save the industry.
Okay, very well said. Roland Amate. Let me go on to Nana Reagan. Nana, let me listen to you as well.
It's very sad. I don't know. As Roland is speaking, I've just been asking myself, like, how did we even get here? So, like, event promoter putting an artist on a show, and then we have to get to the point where the artist will come in a public space and be using F word against the event promoter at this age, and the event promoter will just come and write 2-paragraph statement and say, oh, because of issues beyond our control, so we can't wait. Yes, fine. Maybe they don't want to give us reasons or proper details as to why the artist couldn't come. But Shatta Wale has stated it clearly there that it is because the money did not come. That is why he was also not in London.
He was straight on it.
Yes, he was straight on it. But my issue with Shatta Wale is, I want to find out at what point did he realize that the money was not going to come, because he made a post that he is going to London, and with an artist with his experience and all of that, I am expecting that you make such public announcements after there's commitment. You don't just make after maybe having verbal agreement or conversations, then you just put out a post.
Okay.
You're also doing
now let me supply information because he said he needs to make that post after a commitment.
Yes.
So in this case, the information I have is that there was no commitment. The only commitment was the agreement we've had that okay, this year's Ghana party in the park, Shatta Wale, I would want to be a part of it, but my involvement is going to be in collaboration with my GOG album experience, GOG album publicity, GOG album activation. Maybe this is the word. GOG album activation. And in principle, you and I, we agree right after phone, I can go and put it out there. Charlie Landing, I'm coming. If in principle, after talking, we agree, right after the talking, Charlie, how they go? Like, I think we've done it before. Me, I've spoken to people. We were going to Dubai when they have not even bought my ticket.
Even the video went there to perform with that money.
No, he had taken part of it.
He took half.
He took half of it. So yes, so it is still the same thing. Yeah, he can say before I fly. It is the video. He can say before I fly.
The video said that before he performed, he should see all the money. So after taking part, he will get to the.
He waited at his hotel,
hoping that the money will
come.
reflect before he will go out there to perform. And the money didn't come.
Yes. So according to what I'm hearing, whilst he was waiting for publicity materials to go out there, which will depict that GOG album in collaboration with Ghana Party in the Park, he did not see that. And okay, if I did not see that, then it means the agreement, as was from the beginning, has changed. If it has changed, no problem, because my name has been mentioned that I'm coming. I still have to come, but this time around, I have to demand for this X amount of money. And what we are hearing is that it was 50k pounds. Yes, that is what we are hearing. Yes, that Shatta said, okay, if the agreement to have this and that is not happening, then before I come, I have to see 50,000 pounds in my account.
It is just unfortunate that we are not getting the organizers to also come out and speak on some of these issues. Because yes, this might
but the 50k thing,
I've also heard about it.
Yes, from deep throat sources.
Yes, I've also heard about it. But my point is that maybe this is coming from the SM, a story coming from the SM movement. But it would be okay if we get another story from the organizers to confirm this story. Because if I have an agreement with you, even on phone, that okay, I have agreed as an event promoter to put GOG as part of promotional materials, then I have to do just that.
2 weeks.
I have to do just that. So if I'm putting out, if the event promoters are putting out materials without GOG, anything GOG, then there's a question there. Like there's something that we don't know. Like Bibi Nkosuye, because Shatta Wale cannot say that. Okay, they all agree that the event promoters were okay. They were satisfied with his demands, and they said they are going to do that on phone. And then they went ahead and they are just putting materials out. That is why I'm saying that it would be nice for the promoters to also come out and speak on what these story allegations.
Yeah.
So that we will know that yes, if you people agreed with Shatta Wale,
but so far, what the event organizers are saying is that Shatta demanded for 50k at the last hour.
Exactly.
So, that's what they are saying.
Which is
so it means that the event organizers are also agreeing that they've not paid Shatta anything.
Yes.
You're getting me? So they've not paid him anything.
That is
not no commitment.
Yes.
Like you want. No commitment at all.
Even with that agreement, there can still be commitment. If I tell you that, okay, I want to be part of Showbiz Daily, but in order to be part of Showbiz Daily, I want you to do this thing for me. At least I should be seeing signs of you doing the thing before I will come and sit on this platform.
No, but you can say, oh, I'll be going to Showbiz Daily after that discussion.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Discussing.
Well, it depends.
Oh no! That one there is easier to say.
No.
It depends. But what I mean is, it is easier to say.
Yes,
but because we agree.
Not do it.
Yes, somebody might not.
But few people will not do that. When it's a good terms for you, you will quickly do it.
But I think this happens when artists are being booked at the last hour, because for what I remember, the other artists like the Oforian Ponsens and other guys were announced.
So you guys, I was even about to ask that you guys went for the launch.
Yes,
on the day was Shatta announced.
Shatta Wale was not announced. It was just recently, prior to the event day, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Before he was even the one that made the first post about it. Then the organizers also came to confirm with the flyer, and he reposted the flyer.
You see, the fact that some people or majority might even go ahead and do some of this public announcement without any commitment still doesn't make it right. I feel that at least in any business or anything, we should encourage people to make sure there's commitment before, because if we want to avoid some of these happenings, some of these disgrace, then if there was any commitment sort of, that is why the guy would be saying in his video that if Shatta Wale has taken any, even half of the money, he shouldn't return it. Yes, he should chop it. Then we can address it properly. But in this case, there is no commitment, there is nothing. And we are just insulting ourselves here in public when we are preaching that, okay, event promoters and our artists should find a way to collaborate and do things outside there. With this kind of attitude and bitterness and insult out there in the public, how are we going to have that inspiration to collaborate and do things out there? We can't. So I wish that Shatta would have waited and making sure that, okay, there's a promotional material stating that Shatta Wale and Akwaba or whatever GOG, see materials for yourself before you go and make any announcement, because I feel that Shatta Wale's announcement is also a disservice to his own fans. They went there not because the event promoters use your image or name to promote it, because you also validated it.
You told them
you are coming. So they have that confidence that, okay, once Shatta has confirmed that everything is done, everything is okay, we are coming because of Shatta Wale. If you did not make any public announcement and they are just seeing it left, right, center, yes, some of them will go, but there will be a number of them that will also hold on and say, no, Charlie, bad man, before you mount any stage, he will post about the event. So some too will not go. So maybe the event promoters will not win getting that huge number from your end. But in this case, they have win. There are people that whether after the show they are angry or not, they've cashed out already. They are done. So if you don't take any legal actions against them and maybe go to court and win or get any damages from public sympathy from them, then chop you. So to avoid some of this public chopment,
straight up and down. Straight up and down.
With all your experience, make sure there is some commitment before you give them.
But the commitment was what was discussed.
No. Yes, it is happening. No, I'm not saying no. Wait,
don't underrate that. Don't underrate that. Oh, but not first. Oh, Charlie. Yeah, my friend is dressing a court tamale here. Now, ultimately, go tamale here. I come.
There have been artists who have even been built a young flyer.
Yes.
Wait.
Flyer and boy, you be a mom. I'm not you get ready. Me, but it's me fire. Court tamale here.
What is
when you put out that Charlie tamale here? I come.
Sometimes you look at the relationship. What is Shatta Wale's relationship with?
No, wait. No, I want now clock in there. Let me confirm for you. Shatta and Akwaba, they have tight relations. They did an European tour. They did an European tour for Shatta some years ago. So if it is relation you want there,
then that even doesn't speak well of what he is doing.
Exactly.
The way he is putting out issues. Then that is even bad. If you have a very strong relationship with them and things have even gone wrong, and you Shatta Wale in his own preachings, this is sellout. This is total sellout. Because they did not pay you what you were asking for in that dying minute. So you want to put everything out and drag their brand over a decade brand just like that.
Okay, but Shatta also said they also want to drag his brand for saying that he did not come for the show. Because everybody should protect their brand.
But when they release the press statement, they never blame Shatta Wale.
In this case, Shatta had the opportunity to protect himself more than the event organizers.
Okay.
But we keep saying that business is not for the Pope.
Exactly.
Who you lose, they will chop. You have been saying it every day. If you make lose, they will chop your ass.
Okay, Chemo, come through finally on this one.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is a story that will come again. It will surely come again. Like Disregards said, we wait to see if the organizers will say something different. But from deep throat sources, as I know, like people who were part of the day-to-day running of the show, no, they were not the main organizers. They said Charlie Shatta called to demand for 50K. Why would he call to demand? Those days. Yeah. Well, Jem will come through.
This is a difficult one, but I think I don't really see anything wrong with Shatta's behavior now. This is his way of doing things, and we should be aware of the fact that this is Shatta Wale. The other side is that the organizers, if there's anything that you think you did right, but Shatta is rather saying the opposite, you should rather come out and defend yourself. And to me, I think the organizers, first of all, the statement, it was short. They didn't give any better detail, so it will be speculations until now. Now, even if we have anything better in terms of both of them coming out, is Shatta Wale giving out more details, telling us that they didn't pay me, so I didn't go.
Wait, do you know that Shatta has even like put it in his first statement? He said the money did not come, I did not go. Period. This also means that he did not even have that agreement that we are sharing on this platform. There was nothing like that. He's putting it and making it look like he went straight in with money business. Give me this, and they did not fulfill it.
Yes, that's why the organizers should do themselves. They should help themselves by giving a better details than what they put out. That's the point I'm making. So organizers, they are not helping themselves by not giving.
Because now, if people can take someone on, they'll take the organizers on more than
Shatta Wale. You didn't pay, I didn't come. So if you think that no, we had an initial agreement, something went wrong. Now we went to the second stage where Shatta is demanding for this amount and we couldn't pay, or we had a counter offer. And this was our offer and he said no, that's why it didn't happen. I mean, people will understand or agree. Because you have given an initial, you had initial agreement which had nothing to do with money. It was, we will do this for you, you will also come and perform. Something happened, you couldn't fulfill that. Okay, now let's go to the second stage. Shatta is saying that I will take 50K. We can pay 20K. And Shatta said no, so he didn't come. Bam.
But I think
in fact, let me add that. Nana Reagan, wait. Let me add that the information I have is that when Shatta demanded for 20K, 50K, the organizer said they can only afford 10K, and if he can't take 10K, and if he cannot take 10K, no deal.
This is my problem. My problem is that mostly, and Shatta Wale, you will see them, they will come and write, he demanded this huge amount and we couldn't pay. Now much of 50K. They almost bet of an almost can't that.
Say they are saving their brand.
Almost
saving their brand. It is PR.
An artist be a fast, and also a year go almost. Because the man who deny organizers and will be here last May. Those you want
12,000 that 50,000.
But woman can't they know best of the man.
Yes.
Organizers be here. If you want to come clean and be transparent and let us judge. Those of us who are watching, let us judge. Now Shatta is saying that the money that he requested for you couldn't pay, so he can't come. And that's what we know, or that's what we have. So if you think that no, that's not the true thing, like there's more to it, you to come out. And I think if you come out like that, if you come out clean, that would be better. Because now, why I'm even going more with Shatta is that Kofi Kinate's issue as well. We don't know the details. Whether it's similar to Shatta's own or it's something different. And if you want to do yourself a favor, at least if you think maybe the Kofi Kinate's issue is unique and it's even more
peculiar,
it will be even better for you to look good. Give us the detail of that one.
But Chemo, you know,
because okay, now I get what you mean. So it did not even happen to Shatta alone.
That's my point. It did not happen to Shatta alone.
As we speak, we don't know the reasons why Kofi Kinata.
That's what Chemo is saying.
But it's part of PR.
Mention just one reason why you think say went to me and Konko.
And you see,
that was not the initial.
It is Chabo's time.
My point is that since we don't know the Kofi Kinate's issue is different, I can now conclude that maybe it's similar to Shatta's own. They didn't fulfill the promise they gave to Kofi Kenyatta, so he decided not to go. And if there's more to it than that, they should come out. And it will even help them. You can say you are doing PR, you don't want to disgrace anybody and what. Yes, people will take other angle and you see that it's affecting you. The same thing that I don't agree with any event organizer just quoting the price that artists will mention without them giving us
a counter,
disclosing the counter offer.
Yeah.
The same thing is happening here. So now we know more details about the Shatta's issue. Initially, there were no money involved, but later, because something happened, then monetary issue came in, and they couldn't afford it. That's why it didn't happen. And I think this would be something even good for the organizers to bring this out instead of Shatta bringing it out. And I'm not faulting Shatta because at this point, Shatta will also want to save his face.
Of course.
So he will go this way. And he is even adding that because he's a business guy and he wants to buy plane but not a travel and artist, he will do this. So what prevents the event organizers from also coming out with the details of why they couldn't bring Shatta by? Just to say issues beyond our control. And so that's where I think they have an issue with me. Shatta not going, sometimes they can't do anything about it because they can't afford his demand. So there's nothing wrong for you to even say that we couldn't afford what he was asking for. That's why he did.
But there are other reports that also says that some of his key people did not even get their visas. And here I can mention Willie Wale. That's what I've also heard.
Oh, but I'm not. When it comes to that, I'm not even surprised because even all the artists that went last year, most of them went without their managers.
Yes.
And
So information was that they wanted him to come, and that they will get people to sort him out in London. But Shatta's teacher, at this stage, if you tell him that,
it no go
I think the organizers, something went wrong. In fact, Shatta coming in was, I think it was too late, but they thought that maybe
let's take advantage.
We can take advantage and get something out of it, and things didn't go right, and they should learn something from it. After doing this for about 15 years, I think they have all the experience to handle some of this thing. But the way this thing is going, it's not too good for them, especially the organizers. As for Shatta, this is Shatta Wale. And I'm not surprised he's going in this direction. Yes, he can do better, but maybe trying to save them. But if he's not saving them, this is Shatta, and he's in his element. Yes,
he will do what he
is also about to do a match in the deal.
A match in London?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, unfortunate happenings here and there, but I'm sure I'll be going into this particular issue once again. So you guys should just keep your fingers crossed. The good thing is that I'm in the middle of the organizers and Shatta Wale. I know the organizers very well. Same way I know Shatta Wale very well. Like I said this morning, I spoke with one deep throat source from the organizers. Deep throat. Oh no, like deep throat source this morning. And why I don't want to move away from what Shatta is saying is that the man is saying the same thing. He's saying the same thing. That Shatta came, he wanted to do GOG, blah 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 blah. And a young farmer. I think that should be the ideal thing. Okay, the first agreement or conversation has failed.
So
let's look at the next conversation. So I'm sure that was where they could not reach an agreement.
It was a negotiation gone down.
Yes.
Negotiations break.
Yes,
because the time was very limited, and one party felt the other party were being outrageous.
Exactly.
With their demands.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm saying that. If that is where I would want to blame both parties because of their experience in the game. You know how limited the time is. If you know the agenda you're trying to push, and Shatta Wale cannot tell me that when he gets on the Akwaba Ghana party in the party stage, he still can't preach his GOG agenda there. He still can.
No, even that. Why don't you just tell us that? Oh, you couldn't
happenings.
reach any agreement. You want to portray like you reach an agreement with them and they fail to send the money. It is two different things.
No, but an agreement was reached the first time.
No.
It was broken. And it was reached.
No, wait. I'm talking about the second part where you demanded for 50K. They said they can't pay 50K. Me say my tone so way. O say 2 cities. Me say my 1 city. Ya tone so no. There is no agreement. Obi akoni baby, but you are putting out messages making it look like you had an agreement
when you have used my name.
And they failed to send you the money.
For that, I even understand Shatta in the sense that Shatta has been in the news for taking event organizers' money without showing up for an event. So he didn't want this to be also another case of Sisia the Shatta Sanotie. Because no, he has already been tagged that.
Discussing, but what I'm saying is that
time is up.
Sit on the money now we receive. But right now you are putting out different contradictory messages out.
So now who do you blame? Who do you blame?
I blame all of them.
Then your language, check your language. No, wait.
I'm saying
you are talking, I'm listening. I'm saying that if you blame all them, then check your language because your language says that you are blaming Shatta.
No.
If in your mind, I'm helping you with talking.
I understand. But what I'm also saying is that I feel Shatta more opportunity to could have avoid some of these things.
No.
And I am hitting up.
Yes, because the organizers also start.
Yes, as we speak, as we are on this platform talking, we are only the details that we are using or we are having conversation of is coming from Shatta, not the organizers. Organizers never can't tell us. I agree. Say no man to Yano. But Shatta is putting out a message. Even if you want to look at the whole case at both ends, contradictory. Me say me know what reach agreement. That is when I have to send money.
Okay.
If I don't send the money,
watch out for more. Watch out for more. It is over on Showbiz Daily, but it is not over on other platforms. It will surely come up. It will surely come up again on this platform. Thank you, Team Dodi Solomon Chemo. Thank you, Nana Reagan. Thank you, Roland Amate. To the production guys, the guitar Rasta Currency. Thank you for the camera works. Richie Flex, editor and director of the show. Emmanuel Fori Lapiji is the producer, and Gideon Nilam Tessin, our creative director. My name is Sammy Flex. This is what we do every weekday, 8:30 p.m. GMT. Remember to join us every day, but add your comments. Feel free. What do you think about the discussions? Let's do some more. We are out of here. Subscribe to us. Again. Bye.